So what car should Dash develop in 2024? We started off in the early days, of course, with the Series 1 Y62, and then in 2019 we got the Navara, developed the Series 1 to 4 front bar, put the PSR massive suspension on it and so forth. I tried to synchronise the V8 install at the same time as the front bar come out, but the V8 was 3 years late. Then we'd had to do the Series 5 front bar. Anyhow, 2020, the Series 5 Y62 Patrol came out, so we jumped on that, and I loved being in a Patrol. It was very rewarding to build that car to an nth of its life with obviously the front and rear bars, roof racks, bash plates, sliders, supercharger, all the lighting, our battery systems that we put in, the TCS80-120 at the back. What else could we do to a car? Put the fridge cabinet in with induction cooktop. Oh, it's got to a point. Oh, EMU wings with the air outlet sockets on either side of the EMU wing. We're almost at a point where there's nothing else that can be bolted to that car. It's billet, aluminium, everything, underbody lighting. It's pretty decked out. So that was a very rewarding build, and it really put us on the map with the Y62s. However, we kept looking for what that next cult car was going to be, and in 2021 we bought the Jimny. This resided in Sydney as Matt's project to develop, and he has put a lot of time and effort into that car. It again has been built to an nth of its life with full link suspension, and now it flexes better than any car that I know of. We've got front and rear bars, sliders, all of that stuff. 2022, that was like COVID year, so no one really developed anything because it was hard to get anything done. Fast forward into 23 is when we got our hands on the tank, which like for the Tank 300 community was brilliant because it really showed what that car could do out the box, twin locked, 2-litre turbo engine. It was just a cult car in the making, which I think was not looked at hard enough by the big players, so we could jump in there. Our front bar and roof racks and all our parts are about like this far from being released for the Tank 300 as well. But now we're getting into 2024, and ever since the Christmas holidays, mine's been ticking. What do we do next? So I've gone and test driven a lot of cars, researched a bunch of cars, and I started my journey with the ZR2 Silverado. When you think about patrols, and of course our main market is the patrol people, and there'll be a bunch of them right now that have had their car for 3 or 4 years and wondering what they're going to do next. And they've probably gone out and bought a massive caravan, and they're right on the edge of being able to get the suspension right for that, because if you've got more than 300 kilos on the ball with a patrol, essentially you have to overspring it to get it to tow properly. Under 300 is fine. So we can do it, but it's an extra challenge for whoever the installer is that's going to do that. And there's always some sort of sacrifice. It's going to be a little bit firmer when you're driving around, for example. So there's going to be a bunch going, I want to tow a bigger van. So Silverado comes in with a 4.2 ton towing. It's got some other little like GCM issues, like pretty much every single car in the market. If you want to try and tow something that big, it means you can tow 4.2 ton, but only you can sit in the car when you do it, let alone any accessories or other stuff. Now, I drove the car. The dash was like really good. I liked that. The way that it was all set out was excellent. However, for me, and this is in my opinion, when you sit in the car, and we're talking about a car that's ticketed at $140,000, I didn't feel as granulated into the car as I would have Patrol TIO. It didn't feel as good. I think that's what I'm trying to say. A TIO is home. Everything's there. Refrigerated glove box. There's space. Things feel good. It's well thought out. I didn't get that feeling. To me, the Silverado felt like it was probably a cheap car that they converted and had to make it expensive, and you missed out on things like my cool fridge in the center console. Like, I love that feature. And there was a few other features that it didn't have that I wish it had as well. And just the whole planted on the road, the Patrol, it's so hard to beat. It's so planted on the road. I kept spinning the wheels in this Silverado just because it's torquey, there's no weight in the back. It was very easy to spin. So I couldn't bite that off at 140k. So what would be the next cult car? And I'm not that fussed about size and things, but what is, a cult like the Patrol, like the Jimny, like the tank? Is it the 5-door Jimny? I know that will be of interest to some people, just not myself at this point in time. So we moved on that. I think actually what is going to shake things up a little bit is the new Tank 500. So if you haven't seen that yet, this is like kind of, if me looking outside in at Great Walls Marketing, they're trying to attack the Prado market. 3-ton towing, a single rear diff lock. It kind of looks like a Prado. I swear they stole the glass, rear quarter glass from a 300, the tyre on the back from a Prado, and a bunch of other things. But without a doubt, seeing what Tank has done with a 300, with the interior and features and functions, they will wipe the floor of the Prado. It's going to drive well, it's going to tow well, but it's going to have every feature you could think of, and it'll be 40 grand cheaper. So watch out for the only thing is Toyota owners are going to want their Prado because it's Toyota. But the people that aren't that brand loyal but were looking for that style of car, they're going to jump onto this Tank 500 for sure. I don't think it's for us because it's not going to be a cult car. Maybe the 700 will, we'll wait for that potentially. Other cars we looked at, well, we should really talk about the Y62 or 63 or Series 6 or whatever it's going to be called. We've been hinted about it forever. The prices of the TI and TILs are slowly coming down. Even I'm starting to hear of deals, influencer deals where they're going to get, they're driving car X and they're saying, oh, it's going to run out in 12 months time because they're going to get, the next thing. I feel like the Y63, Series 6, whatever it is, I reckon October this year we'll hear about it. It'll come out in the UAE, it'll have a V6, it'll have a better stereo, because otherwise, surely they can't keep flogging that dead horse. It'll have a better stereo. In fact, I bet it's gonna have a lot of really cool new stuff that is gonna keep them in front for the next decade. So, do I wait for that? Or, do I just, I'm gonna sell this Samurai. Maybe I should just keep that for myself because that's gonna be brilliant. We should talk about Ford Ranger. So when we were away on our Christmas holidays, we started to, Steve and I talking on the radio, oh look, there's another Ranger. Oh look, there's another Ranger. And it got to a point where we were counting the cars in between seeing the next Ranger because there were so many bloody Rangers on the road. Again, they're gonna have the same sort of struggles with GCM. They've got a pretty decent towing platform. Every Ranger driver I speak to has been very happy. There has been some engines, turbos, things happen to them, but that happens to any car that's in mass production. The interior is great, I've seen that. They've got many levels for every price brackets. It is a diesel, and I must admit I'm not a diesel person. Options of the 2-litre twin turbo or bi-turbo, or the V6 if you want a bit more torque. But again, I need that wow factor. I'd need something like a Raptor. We had some come out with us at the Beachport road trip recently, and they ate it up. I didn't love the sound coming out the exhaust, but they did everything with ease, to be honest. And the one that was tweaked, there's a black one out there, you know who you are. The rooster tails coming off the back of that thing were epic. So that's got heaps of power, full drive prowess, petrol turbo, which I really like. I think that would fit into the dash mentality of, those cult cars. But a car that size should be able to tow, and it doesn't. It's limited to 2.5 ton, I guess because of the suspension and engine being 2.5 litre. So I don't know. I'm really keen to hear what your thoughts are. Like, what other cult cars out there, like Gladiator? I don't know. What are we missing? What would you like to see Dash develop in 2024? Most common answer, we'll go and test drive it to a review, and who knows, maybe that's the car we're going to develop. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. So let me know, and thanks for watching this quick little episode. See you next time on YouTube. Yeah.